Do 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 do. Hey there, Mission Control. I am so excited because I have been watching the 3D printer from up in the house. The camera shows that everything is done, and I'm excited to get in there and show you what we got. Welcome inside. So, got the heater going. It's keeping it 54 degrees outside and 62 degrees inside. Right now it's 64 on that little guy. Oh, because I had it set at 68. So that's not bad at all. Let's crank that up a little bit. Get some more heat in here. This is one of the sections of the grow wall that I designed that I had told you guys, and I have since decided I did not like the design of. You'll see on here a little bit of sketching and etching. I had an idea that I'm printing up right now, but this grow wall has two purposes. One is to be a consumer product to help people grow things on their walls in their homes. Things like herbs, strawberries, leafy green vegetables, etc. And also to be used in our systems, our integrated systems that provide sustainable food and energy to local communities and families. Originally, when I designed this, it was all about get them as big as you can, but make them to where they can fit on, like, you know, in a wall section. I didn't think about under the counter or anything like that. I was thinking about a big, wide open wall. And that's what they were designed to, is to fill a lot of space, but to fill some spaces that were smaller than others. I've since, in getting feedback from you guys, have decided that I came up with a design that is going to be just one section that can then connect to all these other sections. And that way you could do stuff like behind your sink on a backsplash on a small wall, or you could even just cover a huge wall and just have these little sections that are easily maintainable, easily cleanable, contain all the stuff they need themselves, use existing parts as much as possible, are easier to manufacture, basically just solving a lot of the problems here. We'll see if I'm successful in that as the design right now. I completed it yesterday, and it's going through its first print. I already know there's way too much material on it, but for a prototype, it'll be exciting seeing it come. So I got that on Big Bertha over there. I think that's going to be, the printer's name is Big Bertha, but I haven't fully decided. I know the board cube was thrown out by a subscriber. There was another one I can't remember, but Big Bertha seems to be the one that really goes. So yesterday in the rain, I came in here and I redesigned this guy. It's kind of fun scratching this up. Let me show you what's printing. Before I show you what's printing, let me show you an add-on that we've done here. I've got the Amcrest camera going, and we're monitoring everything from the network. And last night I was up at the house. I have a network problem between here and the house. Some setting somewhere is slowing everything down, and it shouldn't be. So up at the house it's not this smooth. I get choppiness, which should not be happening on such a short distance RF hop. It should be very good bandwidth, but I'm having a problem. So if anyone wants to help me out with that, shoot me an email, trm@TheRealMartian.com. But anyway, the story goes, last night I was up in the office and I was watching this and I noticed that it ran out of filament or stopped using filament. And I also noticed that it was going up, but the print wasn't getting taller. So I rushed out here. Unfortunately, it was too late to save the day, but what it did is it allowed me to stop the printer and stop a potential crow's nest from happening. So that's great. So thank you to everyone who recommended getting a camera. It's on there now, and we are watching this thing live. But let's go watch it actually through the real camera. Well, there it is in all of its glory. I also shifted out to a 0.4 millimeter nozzle, which is the smallest nozzle that I have, and that'll give me the highest resolution. It's going to take a day for this whole thing to print. It's been going here for, it says it has 19 hours left, so it's been going for about 5 hours today, and it's made it this far. I'm really excited about this design. I'm always excited about every design, but this one in particular I really like. You can see there's 6-inch boxes that will be able to connect to each other. All right, I see it's done printing. What do we have here? Let me show you guys. Look at this, what could it be? But maybe a grow wall. Design number 3. It's on there good. No match for my super awesome tool. Ooh, that's pretty. Get them all out of there. Ooh, almost perfectly fits the first time. A whole bunch of these little guys. We got projects everywhere to go over today. It's our original grow wall design, right? This is the front face of a, what is it, 6-part, 7 or 8-part solution. Obviously it's very large. Multiple, what is it, 16 grow areas here. Lots of material, lots of printing, and a lot more parts that actually enable it. So I was sitting there thinking, and I was looking at our competitors, which there are only 2 competitors in the grow wall space that are actively advertising on Google and Amazon that I could find. Please, if you know someone doing a vertical grow wall, actually I know 3. I know 3 total. I get a lot of people saying, everybody's doing it, everyone's doing it. Well, that's not true. If it was everyone doing it, it'd be really easy to find and I won't have to ask you guys. Anyway, I saw what they were doing. I don't think we're doing the same thing that they're doing. We have a different solution. And what I wanted to do is make a solution that is more available to the everyday consumer. So I modified that design there and came up with this one. So instead of 16 holes on one plate, every one of these boxes will get a faceplate cover, like so. Oh, that fit in there nice. Maybe it just might be thermal expansion. That's probably it. It's cooling down and it's fitting perfectly. Okay. So then you also need to be able to have a place to put your, oops, that's backwards. There we go. Here we go. Put it in the right way, Jeff. It's like I didn't design it or something. Talk to the engineer. It's just a little rough right there on that one side, but good enough for demonstration. So here we go. This is your plant holder, and it slides right in there like so, and friction's going to keep that guy from moving. At least that's the plan right now, and that's pretty it's pretty in there. It's nice. Okay, so that's how that goes. Let's take, so then on the back of this thing, look at that, the white. I only had white loaded up right now, and I was just like, you know, it's a prototype. We'll just get it done. Okay, this is 1032 threaded. It's not threaded right now. It needs to be tapped. Hole, and I forgot to put the one down at the bottom, which is where the drain will go. So what you'll be able to do is use standard irrigation parts. You'll be able to connect your 1032 here, use an elbow if you want to have a lower profile, or you can come in straight. However you want to hang these, which we need to put hangers back here. And then on the inside, right here is where that 1032 comes out, and this will also be threaded 1032. It's a nice straight shot there, and you'll be able to put your drip nozzle right there, and then that drips right into that. And then this whole thing, this is actually slanted here. There's a little slant in this so that we can actually have the water come off. So you can see already how much nicer this is than the big wall. Now what's cool about this design, and one of the things I'm really excited about it, is that it's something you can do in all sorts of different places. And we definitely need to put a little tolerance in on that there. A little gap, that's pretty tight, but we'll fix that. That's why we do prototypes. So look at my back wall here, right? How many people have a kitchen counter that looks like this? Probably none. No, but seriously, how many people have a kitchen counter, you know, where you only have so much space behind the sink or between the cabinets, right, and your surface? Well, you probably don't have this much space. And all of our competitors, when I look at them, they want you to have a bunch of dirt and everything, and nobody has something nice and fully enclosed like this that could go right back here. I mean, here. here's my stage shot right there, right? This is for Mrs. Martian. I'm in the doghouse, so I got to get myself out. This can mount here, and then you can actually have a line of them, so you could have your fresh vegetables coming right out of this, right? So you can have your lettuce, you could have your herbs coming out of this, little thyme, what have you. We can make different base plates for this based on what you're trying to grow. Right now, this one is set up for lettuce, right? Because the lettuce will come in there. And one of the pieces of feedback I got when I was doing some research with you guys is we didn't have enough room for the roots to grow, right? In this solution before, we didn't have enough room for the roots, and now we have plenty of room, right? So let's see here, right that. Oh man, I love it, I love it. So now the roots, you can see there, they have plenty of room to get down in there. And this is very easy to clean, right? This is not food grade yet. This is PLA, which is a plant-based product that's recyclable. So it's good for the planet, to everyone who cares about that. But we actually have a food grade version of PLA out of Canada that I have in stock now. And I have them in black and white, and I'm actually going to start printing a few of these because the cool thing is, now you might be wondering what these little holes up here are. Ooh, those are really, really tight. We're going to have to increase our distance there. I put a 1/4 millimeter offset in there, but that is not enough. Let's say you want to buy a bunch of these, right? Maybe you just want 2 of them, and you want them stacked on top of each other, right? Well, you just need these little connectors. You slide them in, and then this faceplate goes over the front and locks them all in place. And then you slide your other grow box on top of it, and then that locks that one and put its front cover in, and it's all locked in place. And these are designed to be nice and tight and fit in there. These are a little too tight, though. We'll have to fix that. But again, that's why we do prototyping, is to identify these types of issues. So we'll get that fixed. You can see you could also go this way or this way or this way. So you can start to do, and you can make really cool shapes, right? If you kind of want to be artistic, you want to have a grow wall that looks nice in maybe your apartment or in your house, something that's not just growing food, but also you know, aesthetically pleasing, maybe part of your decoration scheme. I don't know what that's called, your decor, your feng shui. You want to have the shui, whatever you want to do. You just put these little adapter clips in, and they all connect to each other, and you are off to the races. Hard to get that out. Let's get a tool. Wait a second. I am a tool. Carry a tool with me for just such an occasion. What's that from, you guys? Someone's got to know. Minus a little bit of cleanup. Oops, there's top. Oh, you know what? We should do some, what is that called? I just forgot the term. Pokeyoki. That's it. Yep, pokeyoki. What we mean by pokeyoki is that, you know, right here, someone can accidentally put it in like that. Well, do you ever get irritated because you put something in the wrong way? I do. So what we're going to do is we're going to fix that, and that all nice like this. This is way cool. We'll put a key in it so it can only go in one way. I love the texture. At first I thought maybe I'm using too much material, but I am kind of digging how this feels in the hand. It's solid, you know, and if we went with less material, it would feel a lot less solid. There's a honeycomb structure inside of this for the infill, and that is making it nice and strong. What do you guys think? Huh? What's wrong with this? These are hydroponic. These are not dirt. You could probably do dirt in these, I guess. Maybe we can make a little dirt modification kit that slides in here. So you could put a little bit of potting soil in and have everything come out. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, basically you can do whatever you want with these things. For us, we're gonna have to make a lot of them to go into LifePod 2, but guys, I think we might have it. This just needs to have a few things. Oh, darn it, I keep putting that in backwards, but I really like. That's nice, widened out a little bit. This is just so great. 3D prototyping is so freaking awesome because you get to do, like, here we are, right? If I would have sent this off to get manufactured, it would have been weeks and would have cost a lot more than what we spent. So again, this 3D printer is already paid for. It's already paid for itself, folks. So if you are getting into 3D printing, It's important that you know the value of it. What I'm doing here is why 3D printing exists. You can come up with an idea in a day, and the next day you can have it in the real world, and that is amazing. We live in truly amazing times to be able to do stuff like this. If I were to send this off and have molds and everything made for it, it would have cost thousands of dollars. If I would have sent it off to have somebody else 3D print it, probably be a few $100s, maybe. Some of the quotes I got back suggest that that's the case. If I were to send off those grow walls, the big ones, it was going to cost a lot of money, way more than the printer cost. So this is amazing, being able to do this. But we can do 3D printing for low rate, type of production stuff, but you would never do it for high rate production. These lend themselves to be molded very, very easily, way better than the previous design, which means our tooling cost should drop significantly, and we will have something that we can produce in the thousands and reduce the price so that we can make this food growing technology available to many, many people. You know what? I really love this design so far. I thought the other design was great too. I'm a little biased. So in the front here, we're going to have screws that just hold this in. And they could probably be countersunk, so I should do that. Countersunk. Yeah. Yeah. You could even have a double on there. Oh no, you could have it offset or at a diagonal. That you could do. So yeah, we could do a double plate. Oh, so cool. The only bad thing is I don't have any fish right now. No shrimp are here. So I need to order them so we can get a little tank going and have some nutrient water. I could do hydroponics, but nah. Aquaponics is our thing. Which, to the person who's going to say, yes, I'm aware that aquaponics is a form of hydroponics. You don't have to say anything. Let's get into CAD. Make an update.